The very first card that you get is talking about a sudden revelation will be coming for you guys. To change your life, it's going to change your life. This sudden revelation is going to happen. Break free of procrastination for those of you that resonates with. If there's maybe something that you've been working on and there's a bit of a block been happening, it could be any area of your life where there's something that you're wanting to accomplish and it just feels like maybe there's been a bit of a block in some way. A revelation is going to come for you coming up. Embrace the opportunities that this change brings, that this revelation, this idea that sort of changes everything, and it breaks what they're calling it procrastination. The word is procrastination, but it feels more like it's the procrastination is happening because you're not sure how to move forward. It feels like there's a bit of a block there, and so the revelation is going to be regarding the block, and it feels like it could be sort of for some of you it could be a deep emotional block. For others it could be something in your subconscious you're not even aware of has been causing a bit of a block, and the way that block is showing up is procrastination, because you're not sure what to do, or you're not sure how to take the step, or you just sort of divert, but you're not sure why. It's one of those where I should have done that. Why didn't I do that? I don't know why I should have done that, but I just didn't do it. It's like there's some kind of a subconscious block that's causing you to really not take steps, because on a conscious level you're not sure what steps to take. Does that make sense? The revelation feels like it's going to be the awareness of what this subconscious thing is, and it's just going to clear up so much stuff for you. It's going to change your life. It feels really big, really, really big, and this card wanted to go first. Also, when that happens, it's going to show you a better way, an even better way to do something. So it could be that whatever it is that you would like to accomplish in whatever area that it is, if it's a project, if it's work, if it's relationship, family relationships, where you live, it could be anything at all. There's a better way. That could be another reason for you not knowing what to do or procrastinating. Another reason could be that on a sort of higher level versus subconscious. Down here we think of subconscious as sort of down here underneath, not visible, where higher perspective is sort of up above, like the way spirit sees everything. There's another perspective, and so from the higher realms they're saying there's a better way. And so your higher self may have been the cause of a block, because the steps or the path that you were thinking of, spirit is saying, your higher self spirit is saying there's a better way. So rather than so kind of let's block that, so that to give you a chance to have this revelation to then go the better way. Does that make sense? It's one of the ways that spirit sort of guides us towards our heart's desire and what we're really, really wanting. Oftentimes we will believe that we need to settle to some extent, and so we'll pursue things thinking that's the best that it could be, when spirit from its higher perspective can see a lot more than we can. So this revelation could come from different locations. It's not really the word, but whether it's subconscious or from the higher realms, that block that some of you may be experiencing, if you resonate with that, this revelation can come that can bring awareness to what that is, and when that happens you'll be able to move forward towards this better way of getting to where you want to go. Alright, so those are your first two cards, and they wanted to go first. I think, you know, it kind of feels like they come back in the end as well, but they wanted to go first. So for some of you, it may feel like this block, so now kind of they want to speak to the block, or some challenge that you might be facing as to why you're not really feeling like you're sort of there yet, you know, like where you wanted to be. Maybe at this time of year people are looking at those sorts of things as the year is ending. It's like, oh, you know, I was really hoping that I would have been further along. For some, we get this round and round. It's like, for some of you may feel like it's just like it just goes round and round, trying to get to where you want to go, and then you just kind of over and over again feel like you're either stalled or, you know, so for some of you that might feel like a pattern, round and round. And what they're saying is that we're getting this one, not for you. What does that mean? It's not for you. Typically what this card means is, generally speaking, is in a relationship. For example, you may be in a relationship. You know, it was just yesterday I was watching something. It was really cool, actually. It's really cool. It's about a psychic who drives, it's like an Uber driver. It's a psychic medium, and he does readings for people in the car. Anyway, she said something about being in a relationship off and on. She said, I've been in this relationship that's off and on. And anytime I hear that, I just think, oh, those off and on relationships are, you know, a bit like this, just like round and round. You know, should we stay? Should we make it, you know, try to make it work, and then it doesn't. And you try something else and then it doesn't. Try something else and it doesn't work. And you just go round and round, and then you break up, and then you get back together, and then you break up, get back together. And a lot of your life can get caught in that dynamic. That is just an example of what they mean by this sort of round and round. So it typically is about a relationship that maybe you keep making efforts towards, but it doesn't work. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, you know, round and round. And that situation, what they're saying is that it's not for you. Life doesn't have to go like that. Fundamentally, life doesn't need to go like that, off and on and round and round and round. If that's the case for you, it's probably not for you. Maybe it's in a relationship, be like, maybe that's not the best person for you. If it's a job situation, it's a better job. There's a better way. There's a better way than trying to make something work that's not meant for you to work. Does that make sense? And this time for celebration card is coming up, and what they're saying, what I was hearing with this was that a level of frustration from you guys that you are ready to be celebrating. You don't want to be in this anymore, is what this feels like. You don't want to be in this round and round stuff anymore. Like, you know, there's a better way. So this reading in the beginning, Spirit's just confirming that for you. Yes, there is a better way. And you don't have to stay in this. And yes, it's a really good time for celebration. You can be celebrating, especially when you acknowledge, surrender, let go what's not for you. If it's not for you, let it go. So if you have a challenge, you know, this challenge can resolve itself. You can resolve this challenge fairly easily, and it feels, you know, for some of you, the challenge may be, again, they're talking relationships. For some of you, it may be having some heartfelt conversations that can resolve it. For others of you, it could be walking away and understanding what's just really not going to work out, and how much of your life do you want to use trying to make something work. You know, that's sort of, you know, there can be a fine line, right, between, you know, here as human beings, it takes compromise, and you know, when you're working with other people, there's some times where, you know, you have to bend a little bit, compromise a little bit. But there's a line between compromising and still being true to yourself, and you know, looking for the win-win all around. you know, to where you can compromise, but you're not denying yourself. There's a difference, right? But when you compromise, another way that where it can get across the line is if you're the one compromising all the time. If it's always the compromise happening on your side, then it's not for you. Or you compromise, it still doesn't work. You compromise, it still doesn't work. Not for you. But some of these little tiny challenges, little situations can be resolved with just a heartfelt conversation. You know, maybe with a lifelong friend. This is like two young girls, so it's like that young, you know, it could be for some of you, it could be in a new relationship, or it could be a very old relationship. Maybe, you know, you've been friends for for years and years and years and years. If that resonates with anyone, and maybe there's a little tiff, and they're saying, you know, just some heartfelt conversation can help resolve some of those kinds of conflicts. If any challenges that might come up, that can be easily resolved. Another thing they're suggesting is that you can ask your angels for some help. Ask your angels for, you know, to help bring you some new people, maybe a new relationship. Maybe if there's a person at work where you go round and round and round and round and round with this work person, and so another thing they're doing, and here's the dogs talking. So, heartfelt conversation with a friend. Also asking your angels to help bring you the right people. Bring you people who are for you, to help you with what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Helping you to clear any blocks towards creating what you'd like to accomplish. They're also inviting you to step away from the stress sometimes. Take some time off. This card doesn't say it, but there's other decks that I use that will often come out with a card that says to sleep. Don't hesitate to take a nap. That sort of thing. Step away from the stress. Insights come from quiet meditation. The need for more sleep. Okay, it does say sleep. Or just time away. Seek relief from any stress, just relief from the stress. And this is coming up, you know, kind of all these together, round and round. This is not for you. You're frustrated. You'd rather be celebrating. It shouldn't be this hard kind of feeling. These challenges, you know, little challenges and big ones that seem to involve other people, where there could be communication. Ask your angels for the right people, kind of thing, and just also then going into meditation and getting insights from your own higher self, deep insights. But either way, stand up for yourself, have confidence in yourself. Don't you love it when people say that? Have confidence in yourself. Well, that's just not easy to do if you don't have confidence in yourself. So claim your personal power is what she's saying. Look at this horse though. I love this picture. This is from Gabriel. Seven of Gabriel is riding away from the storm. Claiming your personal power is the idea of letting go of what's not for you when you're going round and round and round. You automatically claim your personal power when you let go of what's not yours and what's not working. That's what she's saying here. Going into meditation and letting go of what's not working. So, well, they have a lot of, there's a lot of really great advice here for you. You know, to understand what's not yours, to have some heartfelt conversations, asking for the right people who are for you to work with, getting away from stress, and meditation can be helpful, and claiming your personal power by letting go of what's not yours, or what's just too much work, what just seems to go round and round and round and round and round. Okay, so at this point they kind of want to go back to this where we started. So it's like, all right, now you have some ways to deal with any blocks that might have been happening for you, or, you know, how you can get past any procrastination, and those sorts of things. So that's what all that was about. Now they want to come back up here to this sudden revelation. the sudden revelation and there being a better way to do things. And they want to come back up with this one talking about as you go forward, make choices from your heart space. Make choices from your heart. Tapping into your heart in terms of moving forward and knowing what you want to create for yourself, having that clarity on that. Just tap back into your heart now that you've claimed your personal power back. Letting go of what's not yours and what's frustrating too much. You know, go past the line, cross the line. It's too far, it's too much. When you have this sudden revelation, they're asking you to move really quickly. They're saying when this sudden revelation comes, move fast. Start taking actions. It's going to be hard for you not to because you're going to be excited. You're going to be really excited with this new understanding. But as you take actions, they're inviting you to take those actions from your heart. Make your heart a priority. Using your mind to make your heart a priority. The word for December is wisdom. And so for all the signs, Spirit is inviting us to use our intellect to help manage our heart space, manage emotions. Use your intellect to help manage the emotions. To be in tune with your emotions intellectually and to use your thoughts to help guide your emotions as well. So when you have this revelation that can change your life, they are inviting you to move quickly. They're also saying that when you have this revelation, you know, the revelation feels more like it has to do with the block. So when that revelation happens, it's like all of a sudden all this clarity is going to come up because there's going to be a new understanding about how your life can go. Not just how life works, how life can work, how you've seen life work for others, but how life can go for you, how your life can change from this revelation. You're going to want to take action pretty quick. As you go to step into taking action, make sure that you make a wish. In other words, make a wish on what it is exactly that you're wanting coming from your heart space. So again, these 4 cards will really want to go together. So you're going to have this revelation and it's just going to all of a sudden you're going to have a ton of clarity about what's been holding you back. This better way could also be involved in this revelation. The revelation could also be connected to this better way of doing things. And then dreams become reality. This is meant to be a joyful time for you. And so when this revelation happens, tap into your heart space and go. Take action straight away, dreaming about going towards, taking actions towards this dream that you're wanting, because now your dreams can become reality. Now that you have this revelation and understanding and this new perspective on things, it will change your life. It feels really big. Now you could be anywhere along this, as my readings go, a bit like a story. You could be anywhere along this. Maybe you've had your revelation and Spirit is wanting to say, take action. Tap into your heart. Dreams can come true. Go. Go for it. For others of you, you may be tangled up in this. And hopefully this reading has helped you understand that, enough is enough when enough is enough. And that's just not for you. The revelation could be that understanding, and needing or wanting other people that getting some help with what it is that you're wanting to accomplish. This big dream that you have. It could be that the better way involves having other people to work with who support you 100% and are as passionate about your project as you are. That's that sort of thing. So claiming your personal power, and all of this is in the cards. It's like it's in the fates. It's part of your destiny. Everything is right where it's supposed to be. And this revelation, you're right on the edge of this revelation. It's very exciting. So look for the synchronicities. We get serendipity. Serendipity, and your final card is happy, happy. Happy, happy. Make your wishes and dreams can come true right now. This revelation is going to change your life to just this incredible happiness, fulfillment, joy, wishes coming true. It's that level of deep understanding from higher perspectives that come together in your awareness here that connects you to your heart space, and this revelation comes following your heart. Dreams come true. Happy. It's so look for the synchronicities. Look for the synchronicities. Follow your heart, you guys. If things are going round and round, you don't have to live like that. It doesn't have to be like that. It just doesn't. There's so many people in the world, and everything's changing so fast. You're not the same person you were a week ago, much less a long time ago, when you may have engaged in this job or in this relationship that just goes round and round. It's good to let it go. It's also let it be exciting. So maybe at the same time, you may not have a whole lot of challenges going on. For you, it might just be that there's a better way. It might just be that the procrastination or what may feel like a bit of a block could simply be, for you, if this resonates, it could simply just be that there's a better way. So Spirit has been sort of blocking to sort of guide you to this better way. So open your intellect to your heart to this revelation that can come in, that can show you the better way, that could involve other people. And whatever it is, move quickly. Look at these horses. Horses, go fast. Go fast when the revelation happens. Because we got serendipity, synchronicities. It's part of your destiny. That's part of your destiny, to be happy. We are designed and meant to be happy and fulfilled and joyful.